Hello, my little munchkins, crones, and sunflowers. How are you on this, Wednesday?
Yes, Wednesday.
I'm telling you, the time is flying by so fast.
It is.
I don't know if you notice it, but next week, I think next Wednesday, is the end of July.
Yes.
Where in the world
Yes,
did
please
July
find
go? Because
it.
it's gone.
It is.
Do you know we're getting ready to hit fall?
Mm-hmm.
Children go back to school next month.
They do.
I mean, time is spinning, and I'm like, where is the time? What's going on? Is something with the axles?
I feel like it has to be because
This is too fast.
it is. It honestly is. And then the weather on top of that is
Crazy.
yes, because now all of a sudden we
Our well
hot.
is dried out.
Yes, a drought. Who knew?
Oh, what? Because it hasn't been enough snow to melt to soak the ground and dry it out. It's not dried out. It's not strong like it should be
Right.
because it trickles out.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to get a plumber, and that's how we had something fixed. And then now that was fixed, now they're saying it's because a drought.
Yes.
We haven't been having the snow, which I love, but the earth can't soak it up. So I'm saying as much rain as we've been having,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter. It rolls off. It doesn't stay stationary and soak the earth. So it rolls off into the sewer. That's what I learned today.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So we're working with trickled water.
Yeah,
But they said tomorrow things can go back to normal.
Yeah, I mean that just honestly shows us global warming and how things are really starting to change and pay attention.
It's real.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I love the fact that we don't have no whole lot of snow. I hope it don't snow next year. I'm always finger crossed. Don't snow, please. Please. Maryland would be a beautiful state if it just had like little dusters like.
Okay, yeah, I could handle that, yes.
Because it would make the temperatures on the average in the winter 40, 50, somewhere like that. At night, brutal. But during the day, I say low 40s, high 40s, maybe 50, something. And you really only have, really, to be honest, one cold month, and that is January.
Yes.
It depends. It could be cold in December, but not likely. Not with global change.
Yes.
I mean, at Thanksgiving, you're still wearing a jacket or a hoodie, but it's really after Christmas, maybe. I mean, there's been Christmas where you don't even need a coat to come on. So I'm saying fall is beautiful here.
Yes.
And the winters are so short. Would you say because winter solstice starts in the end of December?
Yes.
And so it's over with January, February. It's over with what? March 21st?
Yep, March 21st marks the beginning of spring.
And so by then you're hitting spring.
Yeah.
So remember, it don't say spring on the 21st. It goes into spring. It gradually moves. So I'm saying if you look at it, this summer is almost over.
Yes, and the weather is showing it because it's sadly been gloomy this week.
Yeah, but they call it an Indian summer when it gets hot. It'll have a moment where it just gets blazing hot again. And then it'll just go back. But personally, I'm starting to not like the summers, but I love the fall.
Yes.
I love the fall of the year.
Fall's perfect for everything.
I love the spring, except for allergies.
Same.
And because I have allergies bad, it's not a good time.
I understand.
So I love, and I don't like the summers because I think if anything is so hot where you got to stay in the house, then it's not worth the summer.
No, it's not.
If you got to go and blast on your air conditioner because that's not good to me.
No, it's not.
You understand? That's not good when it's hot like that. So no, I don't enjoy the summers. So enough of that. So let's get on. We went on and ran on about that. So before we go on, let's say something nice. What's going on? And this is Chit Chat with the Crones. Tell us what's going on. Tell me something nice before we get into the heavy. As you can see, I'm dark.
Yes, we was on the same wavelength today, and I blame the weather.
Let me put some light out for me. Let me put it on. Let me put it
Which could be another reason why you guys haven't been seeing us quite this much this week, because we just have been, at least I have been feeling unmotivated with these dark clouds and rain. It just
rain a lot here.
Yeah,
it rains really a lot in the state of. It's a fickle country. Fickle state, but it rains a lot here. It does. It's kind of saddening, you know. But go ahead. Yes. It's hard to plan because you never know it's going to rain.
That's true. Sadly,
I don't think it's like Seattle, Washington, and it's certainly not like Oregon, but it's a gloomy state.
I think it's because of the mixed weather we get.
I think so too.
Yes, but on good news, Ashanti gave birth
to a baby boy.
Yeah,
it's a boy, right?
Let me double check.
Yeah, it was a boy. You can look it up, but I'm like 99.9% it was a boy, because I would have remembered if she would have had a girl. But one of the things that was shocking me that I heard that people were making fun of how much weight she gained, and making horrible statements. People, ooh, that's mean.
Yes, it was a baby boy.
Who does that though?
Yeah, honestly, especially. First off, people, that just shows you how Americans are really stressed about appearance and how you weigh and look. But also just the fact to do that to somebody who's pregnant and literally getting ready to give birth to life. You're going to shame her for the weight she put on to support this life.
The thing is, how much weight she gained, it is a concern factor. But that's between her and her doctor. And sometimes you gotta understand this camera will put 5 to 8 pounds on you.
That's true.
So she could look big, but the distortion can make it look bigger than what it is. Seriously, right?
Yeah, that's true.
A lot of people say, oh, when I see you, remember you only seeing it in a dimension. What dimension is this?
We're in the 3rd dimension, so we look at it in the 2 dimension.
Right, so you can't see her. You only see her on a flat screen, but it appears to be.
Yes.
You only seeing this of her or that of her.
Yes.
It's always flat, but you think you have a panoramic view. That is the amazement of what they call that ultra high def, ultra TV with AI.
Yes.
But you're really just looking at a 3D dimension. Right?
2D.
I meant to say 2D. You only look, that's why I said 2D. A 2D dimension. That's it. Flat. You can't walk around it with 3D. I can walk around.
Yes.
But what is the 4D? The 4D is when you can see above this.
Oh, yes.
What you can't see with your eyes. But enough of that. So let's go on. So we wanted to get that, and I'm glad that she's well. And a lot of this weight is just gonna fall off her anyway because it's baby fat. But congratulations to Ashanti for her first baby boy. I wish them nothing but the best because they need it. Why? Because from what I understand, I gave a reading, not even knowing this, not even knowing that an ex-girlfriend was Nellie's ex-girlfriend was jealous and making the hard times with them.
Oh, yes.
I didn't even know that. I don't follow these people.
Right.
When somebody say read, I just read. I can't follow everybody.
Right.
But right now, I am following Pamela Harris. Kamala Harris. But we're going to get to her later on.
Yes, we will. So
I'll probably be reading, I'll be reading on her frequently. So, because I'm definitely following her because I want to draw my opinion. So far, my opinion is so tainted. We'll talk about it later.
Okay. Well, maybe not in some so good news. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's family is kind of up in arms at the moment because of the way her pregnancy and marriage situation is going with. Basically how Gypsy's just carrying her life now that she's out of prison.
I'm gonna tell you. I hear several sides of this story.
Mm-hmm.
One side is no matter what, she's a criminal.
That's how people feel.
There's another side, like the Kardashians,
Mm-hmm.
Khloe and Kim. I feel sorry for her.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't allow her to get the treatment she needed while she was incarcerated. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I make a decision. I'm neutral. I can see it from both sides.
Yes.
However, for her family to be this upset after someone, I believe, and her family set her up with this ex-boyfriend.
I think so.
And she wound up pregnant when they just showed the end of her episode about her having this conversation, don't get pregnant, and she showed up pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
That's a little alarming.
Yeah.
Why is it that you just got out of prison, what, a year?
Yeah, about a year
You're
ago.
already pregnant, been married twice. That is alarming to me. That
I know those bugs are loud. But yeah, no, because according to the Kardashians, this was filmed when Kim Kardashian had met with Gypsy. I think it was in the December of the previous year. So Gypsy has probably been out for like
23.
a year. Yeah, so she's probably been out for a year and a half.
My point is, I get it all.
Mm-hmm.
I stand in the middle. But whenever your family, for good or for bad, start fighting and fueling about you pregnant, that's alarming.
Mm-hmm.
They're speaking volumes. And when you look at the story for yourself,
Yeah.
she just got out of prison. Has she been out for a year? I don't even think so.
I think
She's been
definitely been out for a
married.
year.
She's been married. She's getting a divorce. She's with another man, and now she's pregnant. Come on, guys. She haven't had time to heal. She haven't got.
She got out of prison December 28th of 2023.
So she haven't even been out a year.
You're right.
She haven't been out a year.
No.
And look at this.
Yeah, you're right. That's crazy.
And you are hailing her. Should she be hailed? No. No.
Yeah, we make the wrong people
But
celebrities.
you gotta understand, this is the America way.
Yeah.
They love it. If you
Touch their hearts in any kind of way.
touch their heart for good or for bad,
Yes.
you could have been a mass murderer and went around chewing off people's ears. But if you can convince them the reason why I did it is because everybody in my family ears were ate off, and you have a good story.
Yeah, a good story.
And don't let them do a documentary.
Oh, mm-hmm. Yeah.
We are so gullible.
Yeah.
We are about as gullible as our government want us to think they are. But go ahead, I can't go. I'm gonna go, but go ahead, Go ahead, baseball. But anyway, when it come down to Gypsy Rose, I just think she's sad.
Yes, at this point.
Should she be having a child? On one hand, the woman is 32 years old or 33.
Going on 33.
I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Her eggs, she's right. She was already having a problem. A lot of women do. I get it on that level.
Mm-hmm.
If she was 25, 26, 27, or 28, I would be. But because this woman is, her age is a factor. Mm-hmm. And that's where I find a pardon. Fair?
Yeah, fair. Me,
We'll see. The world is watching. Do I think she's going to harm that baby? Well, I don't think so, because she's not her mother, but she's her mother's child. But what I do think is that she will love that baby.
Yes, try to right those wrongs, and I'm
And
here
try
for
to
that.
right those wrongs. That's what I think. But ask me when I see her pregnant. The funny thing is, I gotta say this. Gypsy Rose look like Gypsy Rose got some things missing upstairs.
You've never loved before.
She looked blank on one level. She looks empty on one level, and that gives me a reason to pause because I saw her sister. Her sister looked, they're attractive. Gypsy Rose is not attractive. I mean, Gypsy Rose is attractive. Her sister is attractive, but it's something in Gypsy Rose's eyes that let me know that something ain't right with her. Or the elevator, something missing. It's a flight missing, a half a flight, a half an inch. I don't know. I'm talking about time speeding fast like a time warp.
Yeah,
that's that elevator.
Yeah, hey, listen.
Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
It's in her eyes. Something missing.
Especially when she was forced, not to do.
And I'm not talking about like a ailment, but it's some blankness there.
Oh.
Would you get it?
Yeah, I was going to blame it on the medicine that she took at a young age and didn't really need it, so maybe that could have done something.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, it isn't a physical thing. It could be a physical thing if that's the way you're looking at it.
Okay.
I'm not looking at it on a physical level. It's just something ain't right there. Just look behind the eyes. Don't look like, I don't care when her eyes was like that.
No, it's something.
Somebody can look like that and nothing wrong. They just look like that and they special need. Mm-hmm. No, something blank is there.
That is true.
Something ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
Is it me?
No.
And then her talking on top of it.
Yes.
Come on, guys. And she's intelligent.
Oh, that's the tricky
part. Vocabulary to be as it is to say she wasn't educated. These things don't make sense. I'm telling you.
I feel you.
I'm not saying she's going to do anything. I'm just saying she needs to be having counseling.
Yeah, she definitely did. And it's just sad that the prison forms kept
No, now.
Yeah. Hopefully she chose to get therapy.
Well, anyway, that's our view on Gypsy Rose.
Yes, the next person we have to talk about, speaking of law enforcement, was Tiffany Haddish. Falling asleep behind the wheel. Not driving, but parked off to the side and slumped over the wheel. It wasn't apparently from drinking alcohol, although or it could have been from marijuana. We're not sure.
They slumped that married. That's still an offense.
Yeah, you're still driving under the influence, for sure.
You know what? For her,
twice or more now.
They smelled the marijuana in a car, allegedly. And for her, that meant she was smoking something, because if you do smoke marijuana, one of the side effects is sleep. Comatose. You can't do nothing. You just go.
Just be like, hold on, let me just pull over so let me just go
pull over. I wouldn't know that, to be honest.
No, but it gets like that when you're around the house. You're just like, let me just lay here.
But I know because I told here and there, and I know the sleepiness that come over you. It's such a dizzy sleepiness.
Yeah, well, you can't fight it.
You can't fight it. So that's what happened. And girl, she got issues.
She really does at this point.
She got issues. Something she ain't happy.
Yeah.
Her career, I heard she's not really a good comedian. Go ahead.
Wouldn't surprise me. I'm not sure. I know I did like her. Was she on what is it?
I can't work with it. I can't talk with them things on. I have to take them out, so I put them on when I'm finished.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm really going to move on from Tiffany Haddish.
Yeah, I think that she needs help. I think this is a cry, but don't worry about it. Why, she'll get off of it. She got money just like Justin Timberlake.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for real.
Don't worry. Maybe Gayle King voice her opinion and say something, and they'll get over it. It's just ridiculous, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Even though it was down the road and he did it and he got off, but you know what? Why not? Not a big deal. He only had a cocktail, but he refused to take the sobriety test. Yes. And for that, you're guilty.
Yes.
No, but not to Gayle. Give the man a break.
Yes, everybody makes mistakes.
Everybody makes mistakes. I know. Except you and Oprah. I got it.
Yes.
And I heard this, I don't even know if it's true or not. I heard that Stedman, and this is so, I don't know, just because I'm talking about them, I wouldn't even mention it. But I heard that Stedman wants to take his name off of the property. He wants to sell off his portions of things that they have in common. That's what I heard.
Is Oprah getting ready to come down?
No, like their relationship.
Oh, okay.
If I say I just want to be clear, just cut, give me whatever we have, take yours, take mine, I'm out. I think there could be some truth to it. I don't know. Because you don't hear nothing.
Yeah.
But you hear about that old Gail.
You even said in their tarot reading, it's almost like
I did say that.
Yeah, like he was in the background.
Well, okay, let's go on because and so to hear that, I guess maybe that's why I said something. Take it as it resonates. I don't know if it's true or not. It's something I heard.
Yeah, well, Chris Brown and apparently somebody named Yellow Beezy. Chris Brown is getting sued by 4 people allegedly for $50 million.
Not gonna happen.
Yes, because there was some backstage.
Was anybody killed?
No, but people were injured.
Did anybody lose a limb?
No.
Did anybody lose an eye?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Injured, like bruises, cutting. Anybody was hospitalized?
I don't believe so. No.
Okay.
Just a severe fight, and apparently Chris Brown had a beef with one of these people, and somebody stated that, and then somebody started fighting, and then Chris Brown got into the fight, and now these 4 people want to sue. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that one.
I do.
What?
Krista, why did you give her that? Some things just not worth it.
Yeah, honestly.
Moving on.
Yes, next we are going to be talking about, the politics and how it seems to be if you, depending on what news sites you look at, some people are really saying that Kamala Harris is going to win.
They saying this and they are, but the woman haven't even been in the seat for a good 48 hours.
Exactly.
So you know this is all propaganda. They said Trump taking off the month of September, am I right? No, or this month. I think he's supposed to be taking a month off. Please find that. And it is reported that the reason why he's taking the month off is because he's scared of what's her name? Kamala Harris. Kamala. See, that lets you know how much I wasn't following this woman. Did they say anything about Trump taking time away?
No, but apparently Elon Musk backs out of donating $75 million a month to Trump. So I'm not sure what that entails.
Well, I just want to know, did you type in Trump taking time off from campaigning?
Okay, month off from campaigning.
Yeah, Trump is, just put it out there, what they said. So, 1 second, please, because I don't want to say something and I'm loud and wrong. Well, if you all find it, let me know, or maybe it's not there, because I know it's got to be something you got to smooth up. I
can't seem to find anything about
it would be right there. So anyway, he's still on the campaign trail. Do you know where he's going to be going next?
Okay, Trump.
Where will Trump be campaigning next? I mean, if you can shorten it, that'll be great.
Okay.
But anyway, let me get back to this. So we were talking about...
He just campaigned 3 hours ago in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay, and she's campaigning where? Now, everybody thinks this is going to be, if anything, it's going to be, in my mind, a bloodbath. Why? Because...
She just spoke a day ago at Wisconsin.
Right, Wisconsin, right. I know she had just spoke. So they're out there. And what do I mean? Because the Trump, he's going to at least attempt to gobble her up. And you know her, she's going to gobble him up. She's already came out saying things like, I'm a prostitute and I'm used to dealing with people like Trump. Wow, those fighting words.
Oh my God.
In other words, you understand?
Yes, I do.
I'm used to dealing with R's and the low life and the thieves and that's what she's saying. And so you got Candace, whores. She screwed her way to the top of, it's already starting. So
Yes.
you know it's going to get ugly. But ugly is what I like.
Yeah.
Ugly is what I like. Why?
It's kind of getting interesting.
It's because you know what? Y'all know how I feel about it. If I had to choose, I know who I would choose, no doubt. But that's my own personal opinion. And that's who I would choose. But because I'm not happy with the government, I don't care who runs. I'm not going to vote for this foolishness. And I don't care if somebody tell me, oh, your ancestors died. Yeah, they did. But they didn't die for this crap.
Thank you.
They didn't die for this. If they was alive, they would say, are you kidding me? And how long are we going to go by with, we need your vote, ooh, and everybody run, I can't fall for the okie doke, I quit.
Yeah, I kind of feel like Kamala Harris
Is that what we talk about, Kamala Harris?
Yes. I feel like she is honestly, I really hate to go there.
You have to go. I
really feel like she's trying to play it up for the blacks.
And she should.
Because she came out at that Wisconsin.
That's all the Democratic Party had. They going for the blacks and the gays. Let's keep it 100. They going for the colored folks and they going for, yes, but that's what they invest their money in. Of course, you're going to go for those and but this is where I feel. If I should change my mind and vote, I am going to vote for one that has the standards that I believe in.
I like that.
Give you a point. If I say I'm a believer and I believe in life, then why would I vote for someone that believed in not pro-life? That's a contradiction. If I believe that thou shalt not murder or destroy another human being, if that's what I believe, my Bible says murder, okay? So if I believe that, why would I go against the other word of the taking of a fetus? That's a contradiction to me. So if I hear someone say, we're going to get Head Start and we're going to do this and we're going to get things right, but all of a sudden you you got to think about these things. And see, and on the other hand, if they say, we're going to cut back on a lot of these things and we're going to do this 29 and we're going to fix it out and something we ain't going to do no more. And you like, oh my God, but if you don't need the system and you like, you know what? I really want the war to stop. And if this person is willing to stop the war and this person is willing to, go through some things that really ain't bothering me any, you just have to choose.
Yeah.
That's what I've learned.
I think it's to be less selfish and think of the country.
Think about you. You got to think about what's right for you. And that's where this is the most easiest thing. Listen to what they're offering you.
Really listen.
You understand? What do you need? What do you need? What is it the candidate that you need? Maybe neither one of them. But what is it that you need that they're saying they're going to do for you?
Yes.
That's the way you have to choose. And that's the way it has to be. So don't just vote because I'm a Democrat, doggone it. And I'm black and all blacks are Democrats. Well, I'm a liberal and I swear to you I'm going to be a Republican because my mama was, my daddy was, and I'm going to be too.
Yeah.
But wait a minute, when do you choose? Where do you stand on these issues? Do they make sense to you? Does it matter to you? And that's how you place your vote.
I like that.
And if you don't, you're just going to get caught up in everything.
Yes.
Because at the end of the day, unless they run 8 years, they're not in there long enough. The first year is full of propaganda.
For real.
The second year is fighting him and hard.
Yeah.
By the third year, you probably got one thing, and then the fourth year, we back out here voting again.
Yeah, that is
So they're not in there long enough. Actually, the government is just a showboat.
You know what you are,
Someone
right.
that just carried the briefcase of the fake bomb inside, like to designate.
Right.
You just you're voting for an image.
Yeah.
And really, you really don't really get to pick who's the president, so you vote for the party that vote for the president. And at the end of the day, you just have to ask yourself, what they giving me? Because it's something funny that Kamala Harris, she came up with what? I'm going to say 30 billion. It was up there.
Yeah, it definitely was high in just a short amount of time.
You got to understand, they can come up with that money like that, but they can't come up with the money to clean up the streets. Come on. That money was already there.
81 million.
81 million. That money was already there. Already there. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And then you hear people saying, oh, she got 81 million. That was already there.
Yeah, you're right.
Because we don't understand how politics work. And we get so psyched.
Yeah.
If you're going to get psyched on what it is that you feel is right.
Mm-hmm.
What is morally right for you. Not the bandwagon.
Right.
But if you want to follow the bandwagon, fine. But I think sometimes we just stomp after the drum because that's what we're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Conformity.
To conform. Without even knowing what you're conforming to. Not all. I'm just saying, think about that. Yeah. Start listening. Like now, I'm really listening to Kamala. What? Yeah. I like her. I think she's a little bubbly.
She's
bubbly, but she's young. She's 59 years old, yes. I think. So I like
That's a bonus. I like that.
That's a bonus. And she's giggly, wobbly, oogly, woogly. But that's okay. I can deal with that. I never have somebody that giggles and smiles. And I know it's not for everybody. I get that too. But I want to see her campaign. And I want to see, because she's already naming some things that I'm not for. But I got to go and follow her.
Mm-hmm. She got 4 months to pull this off.
I just got to listen to her. So I got to see what she's saying that I like. So far, no.
Yeah.
Mm-mm. So far, no. I'm not going to say what they are, but no. But it's not fair. I got to give her a run. Yes. I want to see how she acts. I want to see. I think one of the things that about her that I do understand, she has a funny sense of humor. It's off-putting in a way. She's an acquired taste. Her laugh is off-centered. Mm-hmm. Her jokes are terrible at best. Her voice is
She's a Libra.
Her voice is not tantalizing. You understand? It's not soothing.
No.
So I can see all of the things that one says, but I can look beyond something and see the good in her. So who she slept with, who am I to judge?
Yeah, look at all the stuff.
I want to know what she want to bring to the table. Whether she bring it or not is irrelevant. The fact of it is, none of them really bring. They only bring about one or two things. But what is she gonna bring to the table? I need to know that. And when I know that, then I can vote. I'm gonna follow her. I want to see until I had enough. And then when because I'll be talking about her a lot. So when I see her again. I mean, when I talk to you, I'll always be about her again. I'll have more information.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's best to do that at this point, because if you listen to what anybody else says, you're literally going to only get one half of the story.
And you're not going to like her. Especially by Black women.
Mm-hmm.
And when Black women speak, I listen. Except for Candace Owens.
Yes.
You know, about this shooting.
Yes.
I'm going to tell you, this is how I feel. I like Candace Owens. I don't know if I like her or I don't like her. I just think I think when it comes down to things, she's immature.
Okay.
She thinks she's mature. I get it. When it comes down to politics and all that, the girl had it.
Yes, that is true.
From her perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which is undeniable. You can't judge it. You got to just say, I agree with some things she says and some things I don't. And this is where I have an issue with Candace.
Mm-hmm.
When that lady got shot in the face 3 times.
Yes.
What did she say? I rebuke you in the name of Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
She went over, she got the pot. He said, put the pot down. Right?
Yes, he did say that.
Now, she didn't put the pot down for whatever reason. But I don't think that she was that close where she would have scolded that man. That's my opinion. And they have shown it over and over and over.
They have.
And to me, she did not have a weapon.
Nope.
And there was another man, he could have backed off.
Yes.
But to me, he shot her in cold blood.
Yes, he really did.
Say what you want. No water came out the pot.
Nope.
So he preconceived a notion.
Yes, he did.
It was his perception to what he thought she was going to do.
Yes.
Not equipped for the job. Being a police officer, which is teaching me, you have to have psychology.
Yeah, honestly.
These cops have no psychology.
No. Power trip.
Now, my issue with Candace is already she comes in and she's like, you know, there's a lot of things go on with white people too, and this happens with her statistics, and this happened, and I don't need you all, so I'm paraphrasing. We don't need to go on a riot. It's always happened. It's a mistake, and you know, Black people, calm the F down. Yeah. That's what I hear. For Candace, and I like Candace, and I'm going to speak my truth right now. Sometimes people just need to know when to shut up. Yeah. We get it. You're married to a white man, you got your mixed babies, you know, you dark, you got it, girl. You married a man that's farmer with money, we got you. But the same thing that got, what's that job she had?
Daily Wire. Same
thing that got you fired from Daily Wire is getting you fired because you don't know when to be quiet. It's like you show the world. This is what you like to me. And I'm a patient person. And it's like you show, hey, I just can't understand why you all have a problem with white people.
That's true. That's how she...
Because you're married to a white man. And that's the idol and that's your dream. We get it. I'm on your side. Go, girl. Do you. Got ya. You act like nobody's been there. Nobody understands. What you have ain't nothing new. But sometimes Call a thing a thing.
Yeah.
This ain't no time for your statistics and nobody asked. For once, couldn't you just say, that's busted? You don't talk about people, you don't talk about people you love like that.
No.
You ignore them. I don't hear you say one thing about Kanye.
Yeah, that is true.
But you ready to, this woman has lost her family, lost her. And instead of you're going to say, the cops, why? Chill. Just be quiet. Sometimes, if you don't know what to say, sometimes it's not about right or wrong.
Right.
Sometimes it's about sympathy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not for you to judge.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just got to sit back and take a mourning moment. Because this is a senseless shooting.
Yes.
This is a big man. He was distant. I never saw this woman run up to him.
Nope.
He just said, put the pot down. Now, I don't know why she did or didn't do it, and we'll never know.
Right.
But just eager to shoot. And I thought, why didn't he use the taser? Well, it would have electrocuted her because she had water, so he couldn't. But in her face, Candace. If you can't 3 times, Candace.
Yeah.
Why couldn't he just skim her ear? Why not her shoulder?
Yes.
Why not her hand? Why her face? And you're going to sit back and 3 times, Candace.
Yeah.
And you're going to justify, this is a moment where, please, be quiet. We got you, girl.
Yeah.
You love it until it break your heart. And you know, the way you're going with your idealized and your way of thinking that white is just right. That's and true. Perfect. You don't think you come off like that. But I'm telling you, that's how you come off.
She do.
And we the worst. And going to tell us not to riot. What? No, don't riot. But we don't need that coming from you. Just when we're about to digest you and say, we get you, girl. You coming with your big fat mouth, and then you got to say something that's inappropriate.
Okay.
Maybe not to you and yours, but to a man out there that's mourning his daughter.
Yes.
I don't know if she had children or grandchildren, or I don't know what she had, but I know there's a family that's mourning. And right now, we don't need you to start talking about what is politically correct.
Yes, sometimes we just need to
shut the hell up sometimes and keep your lily white self in your cocoon. Love you, girl. I think.
Yeah.
Because this here is too much.
Right.
And if the law that locked him up, what are you talking about? Girl. Woo! Zip it. Trust that. You're young and you're cocky.
You're very.
Chill. Chill, Candace. Be quiet. This is one of them times you ain't had to say nothing but I'm sorry that this happened. But no, you just couldn't.
No. And they already couldn't digest you and what you had to talk about Kamala and bring down parent black women. So they already have a problem with you right there on that. And then you come on and talk about another black issue. At this point,
and then tell us, we don't, girl, stop, just please.
You might get your black card taken pretty soon.
It just needs to be gone. She doesn't own it. She doesn't own it. Girl, why don't you just go ahead on and bleach your skin? Go ahead. Go ahead. Nobody mad at you. Yeah. But please. And don't tell me it's a Republican thing, because I know a lot of black Republicans. Believe that. So it ain't a Republican thing. This is a Candace color thing.
Yeah.
This is something that she has within herself. This is some self-hatred that's within her. And she can take this and go and find it and everything. But I hope that she can take it and love and say, you know what? Maybe I need to listen.
Yes.
Because I think the Jewish media had the same problem with her.
Yes,
sometimes you just don't know, Candace, when to stay out of something.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes just leave it alone. That's my thing. I hope you receive it in love.
Yes, please.
Is there anything else? We got to change the atmosphere that I
Yes.
vent. I'm sorry. But that was just too much for me. Because I'm a Candace Owens person. Whatever she say, I don't agree with everything she says.
That's
But
true.
right now, there comes a time where sometimes you just need to be quiet.
Yeah.
Even if that's how you feel. Zip it.
Mm-hmm.
The woman just died. You didn't even give her time. She ain't even buried. You could have just waited a month or so to voice your opinion. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Just inconsiderate, heartless.
Yeah.
And I have to put that out there. I'm sorry, I'm done. I'm
She
done.
lets
I was
lets the politics and the politicalness put me.
I mean, that's how she lost her job.
Yeah.
She doesn't know when to muzzle it.
No.
She gets good points.
Yeah.
But if she keeps going on this
serious.
way, she's going to start being hated. Because she doesn't know.
More than she already is.
Yeah, but that's only because she just thinks that you ought to know. Yes, but this here Candace was bad, not good at all. Not from my perspective. And if anybody out there saying I'm out of line, let me know.
Yes, please make a comment.
Make a comment. Because for me, too much.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to learn that sometimes you just need a moment.
Yes.
Just as a black woman. But then again, who knows? Maybe you got mama issues. I don't know. But for me, I know I love my mama. And I know if that happened to me, that happened to my mama, then it happened to me, I would be devastated.
Mm-hmm. She did have 2 kids.
And really?
Mm-hmm.
And my kid, there is no amount of money you can pay that can bring my mama back. And that alone is worth a moment of silence.
Yeah.
And I'm coming to you as somebody who could be your mother. Chill.
Yes. But lastly, what we have to talk
Was that
about.
too much?
No, honestly, because that's.
I never vented like it. Do I vent like that?
No, only when there's something to talk about. But Candace Owens is definitely needed.
It just crossed the line. I hope it get to her. And I hope she receives it in love. I get you. You're making it evidently clear. I've got an issue with my own skin. I got an issue with me.
Sorry, girl.
I got an issue with the color of my skin. You make that painfully clear. No matter what you say on the back end, it's there.
Mm-hmm.
And whether you know what I'm here to tell you, girl, I see it. You're making it painfully clear.
Yes, you do.
This is the first time because I support her.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I don't agree with her politics and everything, but there are things she say I do agree.
Yes.
But this here,
yeah.
All I'm saying is, I am so sorry that you feel this way. But I know this is something so deep that this woman died. And instead of you just staying out of it, you got to go and defend the cops and the white people. Stop it.
Yes.
Stop. See, you headed for a heartache. See, when people are high like that, they always got something to hit to knock them down. Remember, I told you so. Mm-hmm. Whenever you love something like that it blinds you, when you love something like that, to put it above all else and look at it as superior, your God,
yeah,
you're headed for a knockdown. Remember, I said that. The Crones said that. Remember that. It's never good to love anything greater than yourself. I think I got to stop talking because I just felt that she was so out of line. and out of touch
Yeah.
that it was spooky, downright scary. Please take me away from her. I just need time. I say that to her out of just saying, look, girl, you reckon that your color is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
You can say whatever you want. You can come up with your statistics, but I see what I see. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, the last thing that we had to talk about was about the Olympics, which, oh my God, I am just so excited. I literally can't wait for Friday to come so we can see the opening Olympics. And then for Sunday to come so we can see Simone Biles. This will be the first time I'm ever watching her do performances. I mean, I've seen clips before.
I love her.
Yes, time for me to finally see what the hype is.
Does Candace Owen have an issue with her color? Oh, rest my case.
Yes.
You see me shuffle, 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 shuffle. What do I have? I have here blind, as in trap in it. Something I can't get out of. Something I can't shed. Something I can't, it's there. I can't move from the color of my skin. Something bittered this woman.
Okay.
Blindsided. Also set aside, set apart, always thinking and removed. She's so removed. Even here she's removed. Even here she's removed. What is she removed from? The reality of who she really is.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what you say, no matter what you do, you are a black woman in America. Married to a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad you have your mixed kids.
Mm-hmm.
Because it couldn't have been no other way for you. Even you said so yourself before you dated it was Asians. It's okay, whatever bittered you, you are a burden to yourself. I hope that your husband, Mr. Farmer, give you everything to make you feel like you're one of them. And you know what, Candace? Ain't nothing wrong with being that.
Yeah.
But if that's the way you're going to be, just don't talk about no more homosexuals.
Mm.
Because I don't see the difference.
Okay. Fair enough. I see what you mean.
It's that, make it plain to them.
Yes. That,
Because here you got an issue with your color.
Right.
You don't ever want to admit it, but the cards are saying you do. It's a burden. It gets in the way. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, that talking about how being a homosexual, okay, well, just being with the same sex is something just not naturally right about that. And Candace,
in her opinion.
Yes, in her opinion. But then she goes
It's always
her own natural
color, and you do this but you stand in the total disguise, the total disgust of your own. It's a burden. Every time you get a chance to dog us, you make sure you do. And the funniest thing, Candace, I'm lighter than you. And I'm seeing you, girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, do I make it make sense?
Yes, you do.
And I never say anything.
Mm-hmm.
But this is so insensitive.
It is.
And maybe people have been seeing it for years. But this is the first time I really, like I said, before I pounce, I like to make sure I get a good slingshot of what I'm looking at. It's like a slingshot away, like I know I can hit a target. And right now, I'm not speaking from what I assume. I'm speaking from what I see.
Yeah.
And the cards verified it.
Mm-hmm.
Anything to get away. It's who you are. I don't know what bittered her. I don't know where she come from. But you can't tell me it ain't no little kids on the playground that did this kind of damage. This
Fair
stuff
enough.
come from home.
Okay.
This come from where you was raised. You understand? From the lightest person gets mocked and teased to the darkest get mocked and teased.
That's true. Nobody.
I know what it's like to be teased. So don't use that with the school thing. This thing come deep. And all I'm saying is sometimes just don't say nothing.
Yeah.
Don't let your freak flag show. That's all I'm saying. Ooh, have I gotten over it yet? Anyway, y'all saw the cards.
Uh-huh.
She can say what she want to say. I don't hate her. I just feel sorry when people hate themselves, their flesh or their skin. And no matter what, they will never admit it.
Mm-hmm.
She'll never admit that because it's a cold, hard truth. But she admits it in everything else.
Yes.
She puts that color above her own.
She do.
And I'm not saying that, I'm saying that's cool.
So much so that she went and had a baby by.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm not saying, I get it. You've been colorized. You've been messed up. I get that. I understand. But what I don't understand is when you don't have a heart.
Yeah.
And then you're going to justify the white man, the police. That's where I'm like, ooh. And then tell us now, don't go out there and riot. You ain't saying in those words. That's what you're saying. To me, that's where I have a problem.
Yes.
Too much. No, I don't think nobody's going to riot. I don't think so. For what?
Just comparing it to George Floyd, apparently, how that brought arms 4 years ago.
Yeah, and the woman ran off with the money.
Yeah.
So, come on Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
No, I don't think it's going to be a Black Lives Matter. No,
she just think they're going to try to use that for politics and campaigning. So.
And maybe they will. Maybe they will. But right now, we just don't need you to say anything.
Yeah, leave literally the politics out of it.
That's just another thing that she just don't know when she's young still. She's what? How old is she? 35, 33?
Let's see.
She ain't that old.
35.
35 years old. See, she's young. She's still young. She's got a lot to learn. She thinks she's very mature.
Yes.
She is.
She's a Taurus.
Set in her ways. You know, it's easy to talk like that when you married a rich man and you know, and you got it. I don't even think she got a college degree, do she?
Oh, let's see.
I think she went to college.
Doesn't, I'll be shocked.
No, I don't think she has one. I think she dropped out.
Oh my God. She sure did drop out after her junior year because there was an issue with her student loans.
It was an issue when she was in school. So I'm saying, my point is, and I ain't got no problem with her. You shocked.
Yes, I'm great.
That's what I'm saying.
She carries herself like she has.
See, there's something in her. Trust that. It's something in Candace. This doesn't make her a bad woman. This is just self-hate for her. She's an art beauty.
Yeah, that is true.
She's an art beauty. She's art looking, but she is an attractive woman. Mama give her that. What you say?
Yes, most definitely.
So, but her skin is dark. And it ain't nothing she could do about it. Can't miss that. Her hair is the kind of hair that belong on a black woman's head.
Okay.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying the rivers run deep with this woman. And it comes out in that. And she doesn't know how to back off. That's all I'm saying. If I outspoke or offend anyone, I apologize. But I stand on what I said. I have been watching Candace now for years. Yes. And this is the first time I've ever said she was out of line.
That's true.
And that's all I got to say about that. And good news is that, can you see Snoop Dogg running through the streets? I can see him running through the street with the torch.
I can't wait to see
Why they gonna make that man the godfather of black people? Why they make him?
I have no idea.
Why him?
I guess he's the chillest in the
Because he's the chillest in the village. He the blackest of the actors. So we're going to get somebody black. Yeah, who, America? Who y'all want to run? Well, Snoop Dogg. That's what you call somebody that has conformed.
Yeah, you are right.
And bit off that apple. Because if he ain't a white man coming, I don't know what is. And I hope you receive what I'm saying. Like, from where he come from
Yes.
to where he is, he had to go over in White World.
Yeah.
And you see it. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong.
I'm not saying it's wrong or anything. I'm just saying
Yes.
you can see it.
Yeah, actually, Snoop Dogg is making big strides. First, he had a performance at the Super Bowl, and now he's running for the Paris Olympics. You know, to open.
They said, we're going to make you, black man, you're going to be the token grandpa. You're going to be it. We're choosing you.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, Z, Z. I'm Snoop Doggy Dogg, you see? You know? And he's like, I'm for the challenge. So that's the price of living in a white world.
Yes.
Conforming. Ain't nothing wrong with that, Snoop.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that. But we see you.
We do. Now, I do feel, I mean, you might not feel bad, but I feel bad that Celine Dion has to perform at the
I don't feel bad about that. Obviously, she wants to. And she's going to be performing with one of our greats, and that is, for me, she's one of our great artists, and that's Lady Gaga.
Oh yeah,
I think she's very talented. I think she can act, she can sing.
Yes.
And for her to sing with and play the piano, multi-talented. I'm gonna give it to her. So I would love to see it. So I want to see it. Yeah, she do another movie. Yeah, I really like that. I really, really do. And I want to end on that. That was good. But my last thing, have you all been following Cher Hates Growing Old, the Cher University, and all the statements that she makes? I think that is so funny. If you ever get a chance, it's called Cher Hates Growing Old. And I think she's 76 or 77, something like that. Going on close to 80. But how old is she?
78.
Ooh, wow. Ooh, 78. She doesn't look it. And I tell you,
at all. Yes, girl.
I want what she had. Because if I can look like that, and I tell you, it was this black woman that was on TV that was 80-something who said she was older than Biden. My gosh, she looked good. That's what I'm talking. When you can look good and look like that. That's what looking good is all about.
Yes.
But anyway, with that, is there anything we want to add, take away? Is that it?
Yep, that was it.
Well, that's it. So you hear my opinions. Hey, take it.
I forgot to quickly mention the buffoonery going on with Cardi B. She's upset because somebody wants to call her out for not putting out an album, and then she's gonna go not fat shame, just basically body shame somebody. Cardi B is clearly not happy in her life. That's all I got for Cardi B.
And I'm bored. And with that, we thank you for joining us. I hope we didn't keep you too long, but I was venting. I'm sorry. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yes, this news was definitely heavy.
Leave your comments. It just was a heavy week with everything. You all know I don't go deep unless I'm reading cards. But if I go deep, this is a place I will. And that is Chit Chat with the Crones. So with that being said, please subscribe to us. Or if you already subscribed, thumb us up. Please, we really, really appreciate and need your support.
Yes,
Thank
please.
you in advance. And with that being said,
sunflowers!